Tom said to me specifically at the beginning is he wanted to make the greatest aviation film ever made. And you can't do that in a studio. You've got to get in the air.
To be able to get into an F-18, they had to go through all the training. I hadn't done it since 1985. The actors also had to train, so I started them out in underwater training.
This water training we had to do, it was real. The purpose of the training is in the event that there were an over-the-water emergency.
I felt like I was drowning. It was tough.
It has all these different contraptions that pull you through the water, drop you into a tank, and spin you upside down.
So you get put in this helo dunker. You have to unstrap and find your way out. It was heinous.
There is absolutely nothing that is fun about it. They had to go through all that just like we have to. In an F-18, we're pulling up to 7 Gs, and it takes a while to get accustomed to that.
Let's get some speed up.
So Tom developed a flight training program for all of the actors.
The intention is that the audience can feel what it is like to be in the F-18.
Here comes some Gs.
During flight training, they would be embarrassed about puking. I was like, do not be embarrassed about that.
I feel every bit of food I've had in my stomach.
I'm okay. There's 5 Gs.
My mustache fell off.
6 Gs.
I can't wait for the day where I don't get sick.
7 Gs.
All the training 100% prepared us. Today, I feel like a pilot.
They did in the course of 4 to 6 months what the average naval aviator does over the course of almost 2 years. They have worked hard.
That was epic.
I thought one would tap out. I thought for sure at least one would tap out. Nobody tapped out. I lost the bet.
That's what I'm talking about.
Maverick to range control, stand by.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
After 34 years, Tom Cruise returns as Maverick. This is a competition film about family, friendship, and sacrifice. It's a love letter to aviation. We're going to show you what it's really like to be a Top Gun pilot.
You just can't create this kind of experience unless you shoot it live. In order for us to accomplish this, we have the greatest fighter pilots in the world working with us.
We're working with a brand new camera system that allows us to put 6 IMAX quality cameras inside the cockpit with the actors.
Verify cameras are on. Check cameras on. There you go.
It's amazing what we see in the cockpit and what an audience is going to experience.
Just a little higher. That's perfect. Great camera position.
Thanks to Tom, all the actors are becoming accustomed to the G-forces by all the training that they're doing.
It is aggressive. You can't act that. The distortion in the face. They're pulling 7.5 Gs. That's 1,600 pounds of force. I am so proud of them and what they've done. And it is heavy duty.
Oh my God.
I'm okay.
Putting us up in these jets, it's very serious. That's why everybody thought it would be impossible. And I think when Tom hears that something's impossible or it can't be done, that's when he gets to work.
It'll work out. That's what I'm talking about.
Flying one of these fighter jets is an absolute thrill ride.
We want to make sure that the audience has the same experience.
3, 2, 1. Turn.
Aviation film like this has never been done, and chances are will never be done again.
into the area. Verify cameras are on. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Here comes some G's.
There's 5 Gs.
6 Gs.
7 Gs.
All right. That was awesome.
I wasn't ready to make a sequel until we had a special story worthy of a sequel, and until technology evolved so we could delve deeper into the experience of a fighter pilot.
The first movie became something that changed a generation. So this is exciting to come back and get in those jets again.
We worked with the Navy and the Top Gun school to formulate how to shoot it practically. Because if we're going to do it, we're going to fly in the F-18s.
The aviation sequences had to be real. So our actors went through 3 months of grueling training.
The Navy says if you eject, you have to be able to survive in the water. So we had to go through that challenging underwater program.
It's intense. You're flipped inverted and you're having to try and get out.
From there, Tom designed this all-encompassing aviation training for all the actors.
I started them out in a single-engine airplane to build up their spatial awareness inside the aircraft.
Oh, wow. That's amazing! Oh, my God!
Next, we took them to the L-39, and they went and flew aerobatics to feel what it's like in a jet.
Get some speed. Wow.
From there, they graduate to the F-18 Super Hornet and actually launching off an aircraft carrier.
That's what I'm talking about.
The actors also had to learn how to run the cameras because when they're up in the jet, they have to direct themselves essentially.
Okay, I'm rolling.
I had to really teach them cinematography and the lighting so that they understood what's gonna look good on camera.
Sun angle's great.
Everybody thought it would be impossible for actors to really be in the jets.
But that's the gift that Tom gave us, that by the time we got up there, we could handle it.
Definitely the most amazing thing I've ever done. All the training, 100% prepared us.
I'm very proud of what we all accomplished. Each one of them are extraordinary.
It still blows my mind that we've done this. There's nothing like it.
In Top Gun Maverick, you're going to see real actors in the cockpit and the full capability of the airplane when you're watching the movie.
When you get up there, you have a new respect for fighter pilots. There's nothing like it.
That's a kill.
When I first found out that we had to be in jets, I was excited.
Game time, baby!
I didn't expect anything less because it's Tom Cruise. He does all of his stunts, so I expected us to have to do it too. But when it became real, I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh, okay.
One of my favorite analogies that some of the Top Gun pilots have, it's like being strapped on to a dragon.
I told everyone, if you're gonna take this role, part of it is being in that F-18. I don't know how to do it any other way.
Being in an F-18 is unreal.
There's going to be a lot of stuff that people see and go, no way they really did that. And we really did that. Tom said, I need this to happen at 30 feet above the ground. He was doing 480 knots, basically a 500-mile-an-hour race car. I've been doing this in these airplanes for a really long time, and I watch that and I go, wow, that's fantastic.
I wanted to celebrate the fighter pilot.
Watching them explore what we do, it's breathtaking.
There's nothing like it.
The Navy and the Top Gun team, oh, they're amazing.